What's good, everyone? This is your boy DJ's Raw Uncut Truth, giving you that raw content that you deservedly need. Today, we're going to talk about LaVar Ball and LaMelo Ball. A couple of days ago, I said 2 or 3 days ago, LaVar Ball was in the news, and I was wondering why he was in the news. I was interested. So he was in the news because he stated to a media member that he preferred LaMelo to not play for the Warriors. So LaVar pretty much wants LaMelo to be on a team where he can grow and potentially be a star off the bat. And he feels that the Golden State Warriors will hold back his potential. I truly feel that whatever team drafts LaMelo will benefit. If he's with the Warriors, he'll get to learn from Steph and Clay and expand his game. He may not get the minutes he would get for other teams, but he would develop and be a more cerebral player. If he goes to the Knicks, the bright lights will be there. LaMelo will be box office, selling a bunch of tickets, playing a lot of minutes, and shaping his own path. I gotta be honest, LaMelo is so talented as a player that he doesn't really need LaVar to boost his profile up. His profile is already big. He got 5.5 million Instagram followers, millions of Twitter followers, social media. So LaMelo's set on that department. So when I was on Twitter and saw people reacting to it, I think it was a big overreaction. They're like, LaVar's gonna ruin LaMelo. LaVar is the most evil man in the world. Now, when it comes to LaVar Ball, I'm very objective. There's times when, I could see what LaVar's saying, and there's times what's the point of you saying it? And the reason why I was pretty much a fan of the Ball family in my personal life, I act somewhat like LaVar. I have a ruling class mentality, and I believe in my way or the highway. I just do. And I'm going to throw the elephant in the room. The reason why people do not like LaVar Ball, and I'm not saying you always got to agree with LaVar Ball. They don't like LaVar Ball, the powers that be, and everybody else. Let's be honest, they hate black men like this. My father was like a LaVar Ball. You couldn't keep him quiet. Man, there was so many times I wanted my pops to be like, come on, pops. He'll say some off-the-wall stuff, but I know it's just pops, just like LaVar Ball. But my father had too much of a ruling class mentality to ever shut up from anybody. He was an alpha male. And through all that's going on around the world, we especially need black folks, especially fellow brothers, black men, to have that ruling class mentality, time to time. There's nothing wrong with it. So the common sense thing to react to LaVar Ball is there's things that he say that make sense. There's things that he says at times that why would he even say it? But that's just who he is. He's clearly trying to get LaMelo on the Knicks. But I'm telling you right now, there's going to be a team, and there's a report of a team already. They don't care what LaVar says. They're getting LaMelo, and that's the Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons are not fools. They hired some good management recently, and especially in the scouting department. So they're definitely ready to build their team. They know that if they get LaMelo Ball, even a Killian Hayes, they just need a point guard to facilitate the team. The Pistons are truly 1 point guard away from being a good playoff team. That's all they need. Now, I can't say that for the Knicks, because even if the Knicks draft LaMelo Ball, I don't know if they're a playoff team or not. They got to make some more moves. The coaching's got to be there, and who they pick as a coach, that's another top priority for the Knicks. In my opinion, if they pick Tom Thibodeau, I don't think that's going to work with LaMelo. LaMelo wants to play free, play his game. It has to be a coach like Coach Atkinson, who coached the Nets. He would be a good fit. He knows how to work with young players. Did a great job of instilling confidence in D'Angelo Russell when he was traded from the Lakers to the Nets. So that would be my choice for the Nets. But we see what happens. Now I'm going to address the LaVar Ball haters. And I get it. You don't like anybody that's loud and you think he's a horrible father. We get all that. But really, all you have to do, if you don't want LaVar to be big time, if you don't want him in the media all the time, all you have to do is ignore him. If you really do not like LaVar Ball, that's all you have to do. But no. It's not that you hate LaVar Ball. You're obsessed with him. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you will go, and I don't know Alan Foster like that. I don't know his motives. I'm just saying his channel. Like, you'll go on his channel and watch his stuff because it makes you feel good inside that someone's talking down on LaVar. But truly, if you didn't like LaVar Ball, you would just tune out everything regarding LaVar Ball. Like, I'm gonna give an example. I'm annoyed with politics. You don't see me watching CNN, Fox News all day. I tune it out because it annoys me. Yeah, I have news updates on my phone, but I'm not gonna watch news to get me all depressed and just down on the dumps. I'm not gonna do that. You could do the same thing for LaVar. It's not hard at all. Like, didn't your parents teach you, if you don't like something, tune it out? Come on now, you gotta do better, LaVar Ball haters. That's all I'm saying. I'm pretty much at a point, wherever LaMelo gets drafted to, I'm gonna be happy for him. To be in the NBA is a blessing. And it's an opportunity that a lot of athletes do not have. So I can't wait for LaMelo to be drafted and to prove all the haters wrong and to prove to himself why he's that talented. I truly feel that since LaMelo's last name is Ball, he doesn't get a fair treatment of other prospects. I looked on the Twitter search the other day, and you put LaMelo, and you see people over critiquing his game. They'll pull up a clip of a low light instead of a highlight, instead of looking at the actual film. Now, I have no problem of showing athletes low lights, but you got to show their highlights as well. It's a one doesn't come from the other. You got to use both to be objective. And a lot of these shines are not doing that. They're clearly not. And I know they hate the family, but what happened to objectivity? It's becoming a lost art. It's becoming agenda-based. And it's really not fair. LaMelo Ball hasn't done anything wrong. Hasn't been arrested. The coaches who coached LaMelo Ball never said anything bad about him. The only coach that will probably say something bad about LaMelo Ball is Coach Seskis, but he doesn't like American players. It's been documented. He didn't like the Ball family from the jump. So that's the only one that would hate on LaMelo Ball. But besides that, LaMelo Ball has the cleanest foul out of any prospect. He doesn't have any problems. Personally, the only quote-unquote problem they say is, oh, his father's LaVar Ball. Well, I'd rather take that than having parents who are on dope, having mothers who are sleeping around with executives and stuff like that. I'm not going to say which NBA player's mom did that. You know whose mom did that. So I'm not even going to point that out, but you already know. So LaMelo Ball shouldn't even be a risk. And finally, I'm going to end this segment by talking about karma. Karma is an interesting thing in life. It can either happen in a good way or it can happen very badly. You see these two right here on your left, Kristen Leahy, aka the Karen of media. She reacted so poorly to LaVar Ball when he was on the herd. This was about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. And she was trying to invoke LaVar Ball to go crazy at her. Believe it or not, LaVar Ball actually had restraint. Because if it were me and she was dissing my family, dissing my kids, dissing my brand like that, I would have said a lot worse than stay in your lane. So Kristen Leahy, from being a sympathetic figure and all the fellow Karens supporting her, like Michelle Beadle, Sarah Spain, oh, I can't stand her, feminists who hate on black men, all have helped her get her own show, and it was called Fair Game. Fair Game was canceled. It didn't do numbers as I expected. Michelle Beadle, she got fired from ESPN about 1.5 years ago and haven't been heard from since, especially after dissing LaVar Ball, saying she hoped his business failed so he wouldn't be able to feed his family. Two evil white chicks hating on a brother. Now, I get it. You can hate on LaVar Ball. You can dislike LaVar Ball what he does, but you don't. Wanting a brother to fail is something that's just evil in your heart. Literally. Even my worst enemy, I don't want him to fail or her to fail. It's just not in my spirit to want that. And now we're going to go to Jason Whitlock. Now, before I go on what I'm about to say, I'm going to state that Jason Whitlock, he is right on one thing about families needing God in their life. That is true. And the family dynamic, he's right on that too. But I don't like when Jason Whitlock uses all of his energy to diss fellow black men. He'll use that energy more than over critiquing white people. And now he's not even in Fox Sports 1 anymore. Now they're saying that he left, but I don't know if he was left or fired, to be honest. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. He doesn't work there anymore, and he works under Clay Travis. So Jason Whitlock could have created his own media, but he didn't want to do that because he knew that Being independent is not easy. He could have literally started his own YouTube streams and developed it like that. But he realizes these YouTube streets are not for the weak. So he reached out to Clay Travis and he's working under him. Meaning Jason Whitlock is not his own boss. Those three names I just mentioned are part of the so-called LaVar curse. Everybody in the media that deliberately talks about LaVar constantly and tries to slander his name are not relevant anymore. Jamel Hill did the same thing dissing LaVar Ball. Jamel Hill is not working at ESPN no more, as you know. And people could tell me, oh, her voice is bigger now. Yeah, because she's on Twitter a lot, but she's not making the same bag as she made at ESPN. It's not even close. She works at the Atlantic, and she's definitely not pulling in weight like that. The only reason why she gets feedback is because she's actively on Twitter every day, like 90 going north. So I'm going to end it right there. Peace and blessings to all of you that are listening. Like, share, sub to the channel. Peace and blessings to you all.